All right. Welcome to the first stream. Let me check. I have to see if everything is set up correctly. Of course, this is my first stream, so I have to check if things are going well. So let me know, of course, in the chat as well if you guys can hear me loud and clearly. And then we're just gonna go through some stores. We're gonna check. I just looked up some random stores. But most of them are actually as well stores that has some things that I see at others as well. And if you of course have or you want us to analyze it and review it, you can share it with me. You can share it with in the chat itself. You can of course as well just create a ticket in the Discord if you do not want to share it in the chat itself. So that's no problem as well. Let me check if everything is set up. I think everything is correct now. All right. I'll keep the tickets next to me. So if you have any store you want us to review, you can share it. And otherwise, just see what I have to say of the stores I found. Like I said, they're all random, so not really particularly stores that I found for a reason. The first store. And I just want to, I think that a lot of things, occur with a lot of people, especially when you do meta ads. You're running a dropship store, so this live stream is mainly only for people that are doing general dropshipping. I think that branded and Google stores are a different game. So we're not going to talk about that itself. So mainly only Facebook stores. And if you have any questions, of course, let me know. You can just ask them in the chat. If you have any problems, I'm happy to talk about it. I think that there are many things to learn from, especially regarding conversion rate, AOV, and what the connection is between those. We see a lot of people asking us, of course, how can I improve my conversion? But I think that it has to do a lot more than just your website, of course. We see a lot of people saying, I don't really have a lot, or my conversion isn't that great. But I think it goes far more than that, than just your website. It all starts with having the right product, selling the right products. I think that every call I have, when people ask me the question, I start with, do you sell the right products? And I also give them some knowledge about, in my opinion, I think that good running stores, they sell good products. I see a lot of really, really bad websites that do really well because they are just doing or they are just selling really great products. Eventually, I think, in my opinion, the product is the most important thing, which will affect your conversion rate, your sales, anything. If your products are shitty and your website is perfect, it's not going to do more sales than someone that has the right products at the right time and has a worse website. And still, I think that in general dropshipping, your audience is very different than you guys might think. They're older. They will also not really see your website as a dropship website. So sometimes you might think my website looks dropshippy, or it doesn't look professional. I think that if you just have the right elements on your website, and you're touching the audience at the right spot, then and you're selling good products, then you can really already make a difference in conversion rate and sales. Um, and also, where does your focus go? A lot of people, they focus on the small things, while that is just a waste of time sometimes. Like I said, um, I think that I get this question every day, that people's conversion rate isn't that good. They say, what can I change or do on my website? And I see their website and I think, yeah, this is just fine. Even though you can change stuff, it is good enough to make at least 1K a day, for example. Um, so it is more than a website, and of course I'm a developer, so I only all my knowledge goes towards the website. But I also have to be fair that um, I cannot always say that you need to change stuff on your website, because it is just the product that you're selling, or the products that you're testing, the way you're testing it, your consistency, everything. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through a couple stores. Um, I'm gonna share some knowledge in yeah, things that people can do better. I think that, like I said in the beginning as well, the things that I have seen on this website, I didn't really check every website. I just found a couple of dropship stores and thought it would be nice to just go over it. But I think that most of the stores has the same problems as some of you guys have as well. And in the meantime, if you have questions, like I said, let me know in the chat. So yeah, let's just go through the first store itself. So this store basically doesn't have a fancy homepage, which is alright. I think that most of the people, they get targeted by the product that they see on Facebook or on Instagram. So they don't most, or they're not all go to your homepage and really check everything on your website. You have to know that the products that you're selling and the way that you target the people, you target them by impulse. So they don't know your brand, or you don't have a brand, but they in their eyes, they don't know your brand, they don't know your company, they don't know your website, they probably have never seen it before, so they don't go to your website because they want to shop around. Maybe you are advertising it in a way that you let people want to shop around. For example, you're or pushing some collections. That's a whole different story. But if you're testing products separately, people often don't really go to any other page because they feel triggered by the product that they see. And so they don't really want to, maybe they don't they see anything else and they buy it. Of course there are scenarios where you see that people get targeted by a certain, for example, a shoe. They go through the certain ad where you advertise this one shoe, but they also purchase something else. Of course there are always people that do it, but mainly most people, they only just see the product, they it appears on their feed, and they think like, hey, this is a nice product, I want this. And that's how you want to also lure them to the checkout. I see a lot of people, actually, if we just homepage is if we regarding the homepage, I mean, I wouldn't make it myself like this. I think if you're gonna make a homepage, you can either just make it just simple, clean, with some information about your website or your business, a little bit of trust for the people that do want to gain some trust and check around. Then you have that, and you want to also add some collections, you want to show some product grids, so you have the people that go to your homepage that wants to learn a bit more about your business and gain some trust, you'll have some trust. And for the people that want to shop around, you'll have also some things that they can check to shop around with. So in my opinion, I think this is a little bit too shoppy, but I think it's all about the product page itself. So let's check the product page. And then here, what I see a lot of people doing as well is actually placing a product grid like this higher in the page than you should, because like I said, you're targeting people, or you're not specifically targeting people, but people, they see your product, they think, hey, this product is nice, they click on it by an impulse, or they might have already thought about buying a product like that, not specifically, but maybe they already thought like, hey, I need a jacket, and then suddenly they see your advertisement, and then they think, hey, this is a nice jacket, let's check it out. But I think that if you lure them to another page, you're most likely gonna lose them. So it's important to let people keep, or let them stay at the page they're been targeted on. Otherwise, they are just gonna leave your website, and they might think, yeah, never mind, I don't care. It's the products that this website is offering is not good, or maybe they might see that it's a dropshipping. I don't think that they can really understand the dropship world itself, but they see a variety in product images. I think it has a little bit effect on it. So you just want to keep them at one page. And like I said, your targeted audience is a little bit older. I think that most people that buy from your website, if you do general dropshipping on Facebook, it is going to be around 30, 40, 50. And of course, it depends on a bit of the products you're selling. I think this is a product or pants that what is it, a little bit younger people are wearing, and this is a little bit older, and this as well. But still, regarding the things and elements they placed, I think it's not bad. It's pretty clear. I think that's always nice to show. People are lazy, so it's nice for people to see what they're actually saving, even though this is, of course, showing that it's basically 50%. But I think that people actually want to know what the exact amount is that they're saving, because that is something that they find comfortable by knowing, like, hey, I'm saving 50%, or hey, I'm saving 60 or 30 or 20%. And now they're not actually going to calculate it exactly. I think if you know this is around 50%, but if you actually show them the exact batch of how much they are saving, it's just easy for them. You have to think, people are lazy. The laziest person that goes on your website needs to be able to make a purchase. The more steps they have to take, the more, not sure what it's in English, but the more actions they have to take, and the more they have to take in. It can be overwhelming, and overwhelming is a big word, but unconsciously people do find things annoying if they have to take actions. And it's small things, I mean, but it's the detail, and I think that if you want to do good, you have to focus on the detail a little bit. I'm gonna share a little bit later on as well what you have to focus on. Of course, you don't have to focus too much on the details, because sometimes it's just a waste of time. And Phil, yeah, I can definitely rate your store. You can share it in the chat. You can share it in the Discord through a ticket. Whatever you find comfortable with sharing. All right. Yeah, so whatever you want, you can share it here. You can share it in the Discord itself. Regarding the elements on the website, I think it's good. You're showing guarantees. By the way, the websites I found are either Dutch or German, or I think Spanish or Italian. I just looked up random things. So, but yeah, so the badges here, I think it's a no-brainer to do. It's always it's an easy thing. I think that most websites even have a setting to actually turn this on and off, and you can actually switch through, like either you want to have it in a percentage or in an amount. I think, in my opinion, a percentage is always good, but you can test things out yourself as well. And then just design-wise, I wouldn't put a line here. I mean, it's not really a benefit. Yeah, if you want to share, you can always share it in the chat, and otherwise in the Discord. I'll keep them both. I'll actually put the Discord thing right here. All right, perfect. Oh, you sent already your store. Okay. Oh, you can. Oh, you send it in the general chat. Yeah, you can send it if you want to have it privately. I mean, some people are wanting to keep things private, of course. So you can also create a ticket, or if you already have a ticket with us, just yeah, put it in the ticket itself. Make sure to tag me because I'm not seeing it otherwise because there are at the moment a lot of tickets open. So make sure to either, if you're making a ticket, tag me. If you want to put it in a general chat, that's up to you. But tag me as well. So Clarkson's Canada, I'm gonna do it after this website itself. So yeah, what's my name? My name is Kelvin. Yeah, basically the one that is only online at this moment of the head of Solux. So you can, if you just look up Kelvin, I mean, so then you can tag me. But yeah, Swatch King they use, that's always nice. You add like a visual aspect to the products. I think once again people are lazy. Oh, you sent your story. I'll look at it later because I'll finish this and then I'll check your stores and everyone's gonna I'll review everyone's store, so no worries. Whatever you want, Idris, no worries. Whatever you find comfortable. If you want to do it privately in the Discord, then share it in Discord. But yeah, so let's just focus on this one first. So the Swatch King is always good. People are lazy once again. If you actually add a visual aspect of the products, then people don't have to. Maybe some people they think like, okay, if you don't show the visual aspect, people are more pushing to click around. But I think that now they can easily see, hey, I actually like the green one, so let me check the green one. And if they only see the word green, they have to take an action again. But I think Swatch King is always a good thing to do. But it's always good to test out yourself as well. I always say you're an entrepreneur yourself. Make sure to testing out yourself. And I think that Swatch King is something that everyone could use and could only be a benefit. But I always say test things out yourself, because what works for the other one doesn't work for you. Otherwise, dropshipping would be very easy and everyone could have made millions already. If there was one website that worked for everyone. I think that it all depends on your own consistency, your own timing, your own way of marketing as well. So really make sure to always test things out yourself. Yeah, I'll get back to the chat later. So then you have the guarantees before what is it? But before 11 o'clock is being sent tomorrow. There's actually a trick thing. Of course, people think that it's gonna be delivered tomorrow because that is most what most of the brands are actually doing and also can, provide. And here people will probably read it really fast and think, oh, nice. It could be working. Maybe you can also get a bit of more customer support from it. But eventually you're not doing a wrong thing, because if you then refer back to what it's actually saying, it says it's going to be sent tomorrow. So that doesn't mean that it's going to be delivered tomorrow. And then the next thing, free shipping, always good. Only today. Yeah, I think that free shipping isn't something that you're really offering in a way of specific dates. I think that you're more trustworthy if you just do it with if you only say free shipping, because that's something that you can guarantee as a business. Like sales is more likely to be stuck to certain periods of times, but free shipping, I think that you either just do it or you either don't do it, and it's not something that you really stick to a date itself. Then the payment icons itself, that's good. Then they have some urgency. Be quick. Our sale ends in 2 hours and 50 minutes and a couple seconds, which is also counting down live. So that's good. I also find the colors that they're using, they match. I see a lot of people using like a lot of different colors. And then also odd colors, like chemical yellow with chemical green. I mean, like, I don't think that it's no one really. I think that you have to just keep it a little bit low key. Even just ask ChatGPT. I think that you can just ask them like the perfect color codes. You want one primary color, you want a secondary color, and maybe a third color for some styling. So the primary color is going to be your header, the announcement bars, your footer, and most people also do the primary color then as the buttons. But I don't find it very annoying the way this website used the colors itself. So I think the coloring is good. I wouldn't really change that. I think that this description being closed could work. Also, I think that people can overlook it. Once again, your audience is a little bit older. So maybe some people don't really know how to actually, one second, I'm being called, how to actually use a website. So maybe even a tab like this can be already too much for some people. So in my opinion, I would say like, yeah, you can definitely just try to see what the difference is when you keep the description open. I think with a brand, it is different. But with dropshipping or Facebook dropshipping, I would say try it out yourself, what works best. And especially if you, this is something else, if you are going to test things out on your website, don't test 10, 25 or even 3 things at the same time, because what if it is decreasing in conversion rate, or it is increasing, but you don't actually know what thing that you have changed is causing the increase. So I think that it's always important to just do it step by step. Don't some people they how do you say that? They want to do everything very quickly. I mean, just take it step by step, because the data is very important to understand actually, and know the why behind your changes. If you're changing 3 to 10 things, you don't know the why behind certain things that you have changed. If you change one thing, you can actually detailedly more go and see why it has or could have changed an increase in your conversion rate or AOV or anything like that. Okay. Also, what I don't really see is a sizing chart here, so that's always important to have. Here it says information about your size, but it doesn't have a size chart. I think that's one of the most important things as well to have. Now people use BF size chart. It's a free one app, and back in the day we weren't able to code it behind the variant. Now actually we got in contact with them and we are able to code behind the variant name, and we always advise people to use Kiwi size chart. Kiwi size chart is actually a little bit more advanced as well. More brands are using Kiwi size chart as well, but I think that Kiwi size chart is always good to use if you want to spare a little bit of money and you want to use a free app. I'm not sure, but I think that free BF size chart is still free. Okay, yeah, and for the rest, some things about the product itself. I think it's good, and a lot of people are doing also product specifications here. Icon Amsterdam has it a lot with the icons, the GIFs. I think that nowadays a lot of people are doing it, so I think it's a good thing to do as well. It looks clean. It is. But I maybe wouldn't do it for every product itself as well. You can make different product templates and attach the perfect layout for each product. So maybe for the breathable thing, for example, you can attach it to more clothing stuff. And for example, shoes, you probably won't want to do it. Any specific difference between Kiwi and BF? BF is very simple, very straightforward. You actually can only make a chart and attach it to a product. Kiwi size chart is much more advanced. You can edit the layout of the pop-up. You can add, for example, images. You can add a story. I think with BF size chart you can do it now as well, but it's very limited. And I think there's many more things that you can do with Kiwi size chart, but from my knowledge regarding the size chart, you can really customize it in your needs. For example, let we go to Icon Amsterdam. I think that they still have. I'm not sure if they are using Kiwi size chart, but if we check their size chart, that's actually very simple. I thought they were more advanced. Okay, so basically this you could do with PF size chart. And with Kiwi size chart, I don't really have an example yet. Maybe they are having it for other products itself. Let me check. Yeah, here you can see. So for example, they have this image here. How can you measure it? It's just a little bit more information that gives the customer. They don't really have. The more information you can give regarding sizing, I think the less insecure they are about purchasing it, because they can really see into details about the product itself, and they really like that, because I think that the most problem that occurs when shopping online is the size. So size is very important to really be transparent in as well. So as well, what is also very important is always ask your supplier regarding things of the size. So maybe you have an XL, but it is bigger than normal, so you have to buy an L. Stuff like that. But your supplier can actually give that information. Kiwi Size Chart is paid. I think that they maybe have a free plan as well. We can actually check. And where can we see pricing? Yeah, so they have a free plan, two published size charts. So you can, I think, make 2 different templates. Full style customization, automatic unit converter, advanced product matching feature, unlimited chart matching. So okay, I think that then if you're gonna choose between BF size chart and Kiwi size chart, always Kiwi size chart. I think that's just the best size chart app there is. Okay. This what I have also explained already in the beginning of the live stream. People are going to your product because they see it and they find it well or nice by the impulse of themselves, and they don't go to your website because they know your brand, don't know your company, they don't know actually anything about your website. Maybe they have seen it coming across, but they don't really how do you say that? Memorize it. If you're an Gucci, yeah, everyone knows Gucci, of course. So it's a big example. But the idea is more, they probably never remember you. Maybe only when they have purchased from you, of course. But if they have seen it once and they say Lisa Lily, they see Lisa Lily, and they see a week later as well Lisa Lily, I don't think that they will remember, because they're focused on the product, and either it's good or it's bad. So I would never put products grid on top of the page, because maybe you think like, okay, here they already made the decision to purchase the product. Let's add some other products and see if they will add it up to the cart, and hopefully they will buy more. But I think that people don't always make the decision right here in this phase. They scroll down to gain trust and not to shop around. And I see a lot of people doing this actually. So in my opinion, you can have them on your product page, but put them all the way down, because all the way down would probably be that they are just looking around. Either they don't know yet about the product itself and they most likely are not going to buy it anyways, or they already made the decision and they just came up to your lowest point of the product page. And this is way more important than the other products, because you want to lure them to the checkout with the product that you target them. So a social proof is much more important than a product with other products, because first you want to make this the purchase itself, and not adding and pushing them with other products. Then new year, new catalog, 10% or 10% discount with code 2025. I think in my opinion it's just a little bit cheapy. They have right-click block, so I cannot check it on mobile view. But I think that things like this are just a little bit cheapy. And you also have to, what I also say a lot is, what would you expect, or what would you think if you see this on a website? If you're gonna buy clothing and you see something like this, maybe, I mean, in my opinion, I would, and maybe that's because I'm a developer myself and I'm more critical on things like this, but I think even before, and other people that are around my age, if they see or are older, if they see this, I think it's just a little bit cheapy. So I wouldn't really make stuff like this, especially because this is just something made in Canva and placed on your website, and that's it. If you're actually gonna, for example, code it, you can make it much more clean. You can make the same message, but then much better. And this is just, I think, a little bit just an easy way for people to add offers like this. And of course, I understand that you don't always want to have a developer work on your website. You want to move on yourself as well. You want to quickly do things yourself as well. And then maybe sometimes people do stuff like this because it's an easy way. I'm not saying you have to come to us and always let us code things, but it's just more that if you're going to do something, just do it well. And this is just, in my opinion, a little bit cheap. But yeah, I think that for the rest, it's all right. The structure, I wouldn't do the structure like this. Like I said, I would place this a lot more above. I would place this much more down. I would add 3 bullet points down here with the guarantees. What I also don't see coming back is the money back guarantee. I think that's one of the most important guarantee you can. I think maybe the most important offer you can give as a guarantee as a company. I don't see it here. I don't see it anywhere else. Because like I said, sizing is one very important thing for customers. If there's no sizing and they also don't know if they can return it, they're not gonna actually purchase it. So I think that this website can do way and way better. All right, so actually let me check the car. Oh, and also one small detail. This layout of pricing, I just don't find it very professional as well. And I don't say that you have to look like a very much clean and professional and branded look, but these are just small details that if you have changed it or let it change by someone, then you can easily make it much better. I think that the price is just too big. It's out of range. And people also read it when it's twice the size smaller. So I think that what happened is they adjusted this, and it also automatically adjusted this. But yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check the websites you guys have sent me. So Dream, you said I sent my store. If you could tag me right now, maybe, then I'll definitely. Sorry. Then I can definitely look into it right now. So if you want to if you want me to review a website, tag me right now and I'll look at it right away. Otherwise, I'll just in the meantime get another website that I got. What you can also do, I think that someone already did it. I don't know. You can also just DM me if you want, just as long as you tag me, because then I can see it. Okay. All right. Let me get this one from the general chat. Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, so let me get the Clarkson Canada store, and we're gonna review your website itself. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so actually I want to see your mobile view and your desktop view as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through desktop view first. 99% that you can change on the desktop regarding layout, messages or offers you're giving is going to be the same on your mobile view as well. The only thing that I can see, what I would definitely change is your home, your desktop banner. It's just way too big, but if we check it on mobile view, it's good. So 99% will be on your or maybe 90 or 95% will be on mobile view. So it's not a big of a deal, but if we're going to look into the details, I would definitely adjust your desktop size of the header. For the rest, looking good. You have Impulse, I think. Yeah, this is Impulse. Very recommended theme. I actually uploaded a video maybe 3 weeks ago regarding which theme you should use. Also, I think one of the main questions we get, of course, if you have a budget, then a theme like Impulse can definitely work out well. But I think that in general dropshipping, it is not always about the looks, but it's more about where you touch them, where you touch the audience with, what message, what offer, or what guarantees can you offer. I don't think that a customer around the year of 40 years old and you'll put two websites next to each other. They're basically identical to each other, but one has what is it, Dawn, and the other one is Impulse. They're probably not gonna say like, yeah, I will most likely purchase it here. I think that the more younger audience, it would affect a little bit more, because the more slick it looks, the more people think that the product will also be in a better quality. That's what marketing is basically. That's what brands do a lot. The marketing, the way it looks, if it looks very cool, then people will also think that the product is a little bit better. Okay. But for the rest, it looks good. Closure still, that's fine. You have old people here, and then you have young people here. So those within a fraction of 3 scrolls, is that an AI image on header? I think so. I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But a lot of people use mock-ups. That's also something. But I think that this is made by AI. I think you can better ask Dream if this is AI or not. But I think so. Yeah. But within a couple scrolls, you can see 2 different type of audiences. And actually, this one is way too old, and this one I think that it's a bit more around the age of 30, 40, 50. I think that, I don't know, they're like 30 or something. So that's all right. But I think that you really want to target around the 30 and 40 and in between. Don't go higher. I see people doing that a lot as well. Putting young people on the website itself. I don't know. I think that the details are small. These two are good, and this one I would change to keep it more detailed for yourself if you want to change it. But yeah, about Clarkson, always good. Some trust, and a little story about it, so that's good. And the only thing that, yeah, it's a small detail here is you have a different store than here, I think, or it's the same. No, it's pretty much the same. Yeah, it's good. Okay, that's good. Then you have some bestsellers here, collections. What I would do is maybe just add collection grid. So this is called a collection grid. Place it below the header as well, and then place there the bestsellers so people can right away see the bestsellers. And then you have the collections. Then you have some story about your website, and then once again you will add maybe bestsellers in shoes, or bestsellers, and below there you have bestsellers in jackets, and so on. So like I said in the beginning of the stream as well, people only go to your homepage to gain some trust and maybe shop around a little bit, but that percentage is very small, so you want to offer both. And now it is there, but I think it can be a little bit better. But it's a small detail. And then down here, I would definitely add 3 guarantees. So just basically what everyone has. Maybe you have it on the product page itself. Yeah, so basically these ones also added on your homepage. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. This is way big. Too big, I think. Let's check homepage real quick on mobile view as well, if you can see anything. All right, inspect. Okay, so you have the header. Perfect, great. Okay, titles are way too big. You can see it here as well. What I also advise you to do, you can actually set up in the settings of this section of product grid how many products you want to display. What I would do is maybe make it a little bit less, because now it's cropped. And the titles are just way too big. I think that you can just keep it simple. Just give it a name, and then I don't know, colorful jacket or anything. Yeah, this is good. Okay, great. And then this is all good. this is fine. You can make it a little bit more detailed, but I don't think it's gonna make a big difference. Yeah. Yeah, so there's one side or one color. Let me check a product that has multiple colors as well, if you have it. Yeah, so you don't use Swatch King. It's something that you could try, but like I said before as well, it's not something that will always work for everyone. But especially if you're using a lot of or having a lot of different variants of or in color, it's easier for people to just check right away and see, hey, I like the green one. Even though you have it here, people are lazy. The other thing that I noticed is you have like, it's a small detail again, but I think it can make a big difference. But having like images and then different backgrounds, and then suddenly you have a very long portrait. What is it? Yeah, portrait image, square image with a certain background. Then you have a very thin image. Then you have a square again with every image has a different background, and every image is in a different size. I think people do recognize this. So what would they actually think of your product if the layout in styling of the consistency of what you can do regarding the styling, they might think like, yeah, no, this is not a professional company. So definitely put some effort in it. Don't put too much effort in it. I see a lot of people adding logos, adding certain backgrounds. You don't have to do that, as long as the background is consistent and as long as the size of the images are also consistent. It's a small detail, but it can make a big impact. Same here. I would actually add a square. Then for the rest, order before that's good. Free shipping, 30-day money back guarantee, perfect. Low stock, we only have 5 left. What I would do, and that's what I advise more people to do as well, is actually place this near the add to cart. So place this in between the size and the add to cart, because this is more regarding the purchase or is more relevant near the add to cart than when people are just looking through and wanting to see some guarantees you offer. I think that they're not yet at the decision to purchase it, and I think that, I don't know, it's just also a little bit of what I think that could work better, and I see it with others that it helped actually. It's not always that it has a benefit. People also place it below the price, which also can be helpful. But I think that you want to have the focus on the offers you're giving first, and then you push them later in the scarcity, and not all together, because it can be overwhelming maybe. So place this either between these, and maybe you can try to add it actually below the price. Test it out yourself and see what works for you. Then you have the closure sale. That's always good. Due to high demand during our closure sale, items are selling out fast. If you add to cart, yeah, perfect. That's great. Regarding descriptions, I think that a description like this is good. What I would always advise to is add like a call to action down here. Maybe a small message like this as well, just in one sentence. It can be helpful as well. I did it myself all the time. Specifications, that's good. Sizes, how do you actually do your size chart? I also don't see a size chart here. Maybe you have it in a tab. Nope. No, so you don't have a size chart. So maybe, I don't know if it's only this product itself, or that you just don't have it set up yet. But I think it's very important to have a size chart. Also, just a small detail that I see a lot of people doing as well. This is centered. This is left aligned. This is, you don't know if it's left aligned or centered, but that's good. And then this is left aligned again. So just a small detail. Make sure to be consistent. All right, all right, all right. 30-day money back guarantee. Think the best valuable guarantee you can give. Um, like I said, sizing and being able to return are actually the two things that a customer find most important. And things that and that's also what I say to a lot of people. What do you find important when you purchase something? And myself, if I buy clothing online, I actually don't often do it because I'm someone that really likes to fit it myself and really see how it fits. And I think that more people are doing it, but so for the people that do sell or do buy online, sizing chart is very important because they really want to know what is the size. Am I fitting or am I gonna purchase the right size? And if I didn't purchase the right size, am I able to return it? So that is something that is really important. So you have the 30-day money back guarantee. That's perfect. You're selling or you're telling it as a bullet point up here, and you're telling it down here and also down here. I think, yeah. So that's perfect. So that's something that you can repeat a couple times. I wouldn't repeat free delivery, but something like this, 30-day returns, always good to announce it a couple times. So much good information. Thank you. I'll try my best, of course. If you have any questions as well that I'm not mentioning, please let me know. I'm here to fulfill every question, of course. You may also this is what we have seen in the other website as well. I would definitely place that below your testimonials. Testimonials is much more important than having someone else adding something to their product. To their cart. For the rest, it looks good. 10,000 happy customers. Shipping and delivery. Orders in Canada include free shipping, tracking number, and are shipped out. This sentence is not really doing well. I think that because these are, you made them bold. And I know that there's a bug in Shopify that you have to manually add a space again. If you have problems with this, let me know. I can share you guys something that can actually help. I think out of the top of my head is NSBP. This is like a if you add that to a text, it will be a space. So sometimes just a normal space that you use doesn't work, but NSBP, I think it is like that. I have to look it up. But if you look this up on Google, you'll right away find the right text. So if you have problems with that, it can also occur in your description at NSBP. But for us, looks good. So like I said, consistency is very important. Having the right elements on your website is very important. Know your insecurities of your customers and fulfill them. Stuff like that is the only thing that you can actually affect as a general dropshipper. And also, regarding finding the correct product images, I actually have a very good method that I have used so many times for my products regarding quality-wise product images. I see this problem a lot, that people just don't really have the correct images on their website. What I always say or always see with brands, for example, or well-doing websites, is they have a certain pattern in the product images they are showing: front, back, close-up, and someone that is wearing the clothing. That is something that most people find important. Front, back, close, and in the close-up is for the material reason, because if you're actually gonna install a heat map, I'm not sure. Yeah, there are many heat maps on Shopify, but if you're gonna install a heat map, you'll probably always see people zooming in your product. Well, if I'm gonna zoom in now, it doesn't let me do it on my PC. But if I'm gonna zoom in, it's only blurry. You can basically everything I said you can fix yourself. If you want me to fix it for you, I mean, of course, but you can definitely fix it yourself. So if you write it down and just do the things that you can do yourself, and if you have a couple things that you couldn't really work out, let me know in the Discord. For me, it's not that big of a deal. Then I can help you with those less things. If you just want us to do everything, then you have to make a ticket. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys later on how you can actually find the quality-wise images. I'm gonna do one. No, actually, I'm gonna do it right away later on. So I'm gonna do it after this website. Then I'll show you guys the method I use to find really good products, product images, and then I'll review another website that you guys have shared with me in the Discord. Let me check if I have missed any tickets. Okay, that's something else. Okay, no. All right, so that's all going well. And let me check your card drawer. All right. Haven't seen people doing this actually. Could work. Maybe it's nice, but I think that if you're offering free shipping, it's not something that it's being included in the price itself. Maybe it can confuse people. Maybe they think like, hey, then maybe you do offer, but you add it to the product price, or maybe it can only cause more confusions rather than it's a benefit. What I would do is just below here add free shipping. But for this, I mean, a card drawer is nice to keep it clean. People add timers. You can test it out, definitely. I think that it can be a benefit, but it can also, like I said many times, if everything will work for everyone, it will be very easy and we will all be successful. So you're an entrepreneur yourself. You have to test things out yourself and see if it works out for you. What works for another will not always work for you. But what I have advised people to do is either add Trustpilot down here, trust badges, free shipping here, and then I say you can try to use a timer and see if it's beneficial for you. And the checkout. All right, this actually, I see this on almost every website as well that I get. Enter shipping address. What I have explained in the beginning of this live stream as well, people are lazy, and if you're offering something and they suddenly go to your checkout and they see shipping and then enter free shipping address or enter shipping address, they think like, hey, but it's free, right? So why do I have to take an action first before I can actually confirm that I have free shipping? So you can actually change this in the content theme editor. If you're on your theme, you have those 3 dots, and then you have it saying content theme editor or edit content theme or whatever, something like that. I think it's the second or third one in the row. And then you can just look up this text. You can replace it with free. And I think it's going to be a no-brainer if you don't do it. For the rest, looks good. What I also see a lot of people doing is they have a different checkout button color than what they have on their product page. I'm not sure if you have it. No, yeah. So here it is not, but that's what I also see a lot of people doing. First, looks good. Yeah, I think it's all good. I'm gonna get a website where I actually was able to. It's not what I'm gonna show you guys. It's not always the deal. What people can use to find better product images. I came across this website and I saw that with this product it was possible to do. So it's not always possible to do, but because of I wanted to show you guys quickly, I found an example. But I think like 6 out of 10, maybe 5 out of 10, 50-50, you can find actually these products on American websites called Walmart. Of course, everyone knows Amazon. Even eBay, you can find these products because Walmart is actually a very big website and seller in the United States. But they actually sell these products as well, the exact same products. And what you can do is you can just right click and you are going to check for, normally I do this on my Chrome, but my cookies are fucked up. So if I look up this website, it wouldn't look as it should. So I'm now on a Explorer, but let me check. All right, so look up the image on the web. All right, so and we want to check this image for, or we want to check if this product is been sold on Amazon. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check it on my Chrome, because I don't get this browser actually, but you'll see that my other browser is fucked up. Let me do it like this. All right, in this case it's good. But if we just right click, then we're gonna look it up with the Google Lens. You'll see different websites actually offering this product itself. And I was able to find it on Walmart. So this product is the exact same product. And maybe it's a little bit different, but still it is 99% similar, and 9 out of 10 it's the same product. But you can see here the differences in product images that they're actually showing, and also what I mentioned, the front view, the back view. Okay, in this case they don't have a close-up, but 9 out of 10 times they also have a close-up. They have probably for every variant. They're showing much more images than what a supplier or AliExpress or Alibaba or wherever you get these products from actually providing you. Walmart is a little bit higher into trust. What is it? A lot of people, they know Walmart, so they also want to have a certain quality when providing these images. Even though they are the same product, they are showing a bit of different images you will not see with your typical supplier. So this is something I can recommend everyone, and I did it with every product we tested. If you have someone working for you that does your listings and your creatives, then you can always say to them, always check first if there is a website like Walmart, eBay, Amazon that is actually also selling it, because you have better product images. And if we're going to check, for example, okay, Shine also has typically these products, but if we're going to check Amazon, same thing. Not as many as Walmart, but sometimes Walmart has less than Amazon and the other way around. But as you can see, this is much better than what an AliExpress is providing sometimes. If my thing is working. Here you can see. Okay. Oh no. They don't have all of them like I showed you on Walmart. So this is a good tip that actually everyone can use. But like I said, it is not for every product that you'll find. But it's a small effort. Is that an extension? No, it's not an extension. If you just go on Google Chrome, right click, and then click on, it's in Dutch. So it is saying search by Google Lens. So everyone that has Google Chrome has this. And I think even on the Explorer you have it as well, but I'm just visual zoeken. Alright, yeah. But it shows me different, I just don't like this. So if you have Google Chrome, it's the easiest way to do. Alright, so let me get another website as well. Okay. Alright, sorry, just got a message again. Let me see where we have a new website to review. Alright, so let's do Lorenzo Milano, Italy, of Desmond. I'm not sure if you're still in the live stream, but we're gonna review your website. I'm gonna do one more website review after this. So if you have a website you want me to check, let me know right now. And I'm gonna do this much more often. So this is my first one. It's also a little bit seeing how it goes, of course. And I would love to hear some feedback from you guys, what you guys want to yeah, see more often in videos and in live streams like this, of course. I think that yeah, I find it very exciting to share stuff like this. Yeah, of course, you can send it in chat. Can I copy the size of chart? No, I wouldn't do it. I would always ask your supplier because they know the exact sizing, and I think that I'm actually cannot remember if it's always overlapping each other in the case of if they are always similar. But I would just, in the case, it's always good to just communicate this with your suppliers. Also, something that you can do in a way of quality control, wherein you ask the sizing, but you can also right away ask if there are certain notes you have to announce with the product itself. So I wouldn't do it. And even copying from the competitor can be different. They can make mistakes. They can make it or copy it from, for example, Walmart or Amazon. So you want to be, yeah, putting a little bit more attention to it. All right, perfect. So after this one, I'm gonna review another store that's just been sent in the chat. So after this, I'm not gonna review any other chats or stores. But I'll definitely do more live streams. So maybe I'm just gonna do it every week, every Saturday. We'll see. But let's go through this website. All right, Lorenzo Milano. Yeah, all right. I think that you can just also add a header here with the sale you're offering, and this is going to your collections. Your bestsellers, which is good. I think that having a drawer as on your desktop is not going to be like on your mobile view. It's always going to be a drawer, so that is always, you cannot really work around it as long. Or maybe sometimes people make like a section wherein you have clickable menus down here. I think Icon Amsterdam has them as well, but they are changing their website a lot, so I'm not sure if they have this. So this is something, but how does it look on mobile view? Yeah, so maybe sometimes people do this. It can work, but I think that as a brand, it's very worthy to do. But as a dropshipper, like I say many times, it's not good to really make them go to another website. And if you go to, for example, the certain product and they are on their mobile and they see like other collections and then they click on it, they are most likely not going to purchase. So let's go back to the desktop. What I will do then is just add, and actually I would remove this. It's now gone. I would also remove this. I'm not sure if you have Instagram. If you have, then all right. But yeah, you can do it. But what I would do is place the menu below the logo, because if you're on the what is it, desktop or on your home page and on your desktop, then people can basically shop around a little bit. Small detail, doesn't really matter if you do it though, but it's just something you could do and test out. For the rest, I would add a header with a sale. Bestsellers women. It's good. All right. That's also good. Quality of this image is pretty poor. Something that I would also make sure to always check if the quality is good. Make sure to always have it in the perfect quality, because people can see it and they notice it 100%. On mobile view, it's always in a good quality. So, yeah, something you could change. I mean, 95% to 99%, they only purchase from mobile. So, maybe it's not going to be a big difference if you change it though. But still, if you want to know details to change and you want to have it optimized for desktop as well, yeah, then I would definitely look into it. All right. Yeah, this is good. All right. Perfect. Okay. Sure. All right. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I don't know always if this is something that's really going to be a beneficial thing. I always just like to have the 3 guarantees down here. It's something that in my opinion, is always a benefit to have, and it's coming across more professional. Here you have a certain target audience. Here you have a little bit younger, same age, I think. Okay, so your target audience is pretty much around the age of 30. But I would say, like I said later or in the beginning of the stream as well, I would definitely maybe go a little bit older with the target audience, because yeah, people that actually buy from you are around the age of 40. Most of them. Also 30, also 50, maybe sometimes 16, maybe sometimes 20, 25. But I think 80% they are 40. And you can actually check this out yourself as well in Facebook. You can see that people are around the age of 40. All right. Same thing I said with the other website. You can place this down between the Kaching bundles and the add to cart button, or below the price itself. But as long you already have these 3 guarantees down here, so maybe I wouldn't, in your case, place it down the price. Okay, that's also good. That's refreshing. The only thing is that when refreshing, it's between. Okay. Yeah, I don't think people are gonna refresh anyways. But just a small detail: if you refresh and it goes from 4 to 8, I think that's only a weird thing to have. But for the rest, looks good. Swatch King is good. You have this, so that's nice. You can place this then next to this, because it's important to remove unnecessary space. And this space will be removed if you just place it behind the sizing. Alright, payment icons. I think that you can make it a little bit cleaner. We can code it. It's an easy code. I can actually share that code as well in the chat as well if you want it. But you can also do it free with trust batch beer. I think it's just a little bit more cleaner, because I think that these are images and not really icons. Yeah, these are images. All right. Okay, for the rest, I said in another website as well, you have center text here and left aligned here and then centered this. I understand that you want to have this left aligned always, because it doesn't look really well if you center that. But what I was just always advise is to just left align everything. If you check on mobile, yeah, I think that left aligning all the text is just always a benefit to do. Then okay, Kaching bundles, that's good. Yeah. Specifications, 24 service, 40-day money back guarantee. Is that in Italy? I think in Italy it's 30, right? As well. I think the Netherlands and Belgium are the only countries that have 14, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think Italy can also be 14. Then, once again, like I said, I see this with every website. People place this way too high on the page. Place this way more down. Place it. This I would just remove. Doesn't have a benefit to have it. Add the 3 guarantees here. Add the product grid up there. Then you have the trust batches, and then you have some trust. And what I would say here, 30-day money back, or the 14-day money back guarantee, because that is the most important guarantee you have. I do think that you have it here, but here it says 30. Let me check. More than 30? Okay, no. This is something about the business end. But I would definitely recommend to say 30 or 14-day money back there, because that's just the most important guarantee you have. And you actually have it announced only twice, I think. Yeah, one time here. But I think that people are actually not going to read this. So it's good to announce it in a bigger aspect as well. This is nice to have. It's always good. Make sure to not have it for every product. So for shoes, you don't want to have it. But for clothing, you can definitely have it. And then Trustpilot, that's good. Yeah, no, for the rest, it's good. I think it's more a structured thing that you can improve rather than actually changing or adding some elements. Only thing that I would change is definitely this into the guarantee, and remove this and remove it also on your homepage. And a bit of the quality of the images, but yeah, mobile is optimized, so that's good. This is a little bit of a chemical green. I don't know. I just don't like it, but that's something I have myself. I think it's just, I don't know. It's just cheapy, I think, but that's something that is what I prefer. All right. Let's check the card drawer. All right, nice. You have the Trustpilot. You have a scarcity, so the sale ends in before 12 o'clock. So it's good. And let's check your card drawer. And as you can see here, you also have enter free shipping or enter your shipping address. So people have to first add their address before they actually can confirm if they have free shipping. For the rest, looks good. Yeah, all right. Let me check the last website we're gonna review. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, interesting. So this can work definitely. I wouldn't make this a hover thing, but I would also make it a little bit slower, I think. For the rest, your header is good. It's not that big. Your logo is clean, so that's nice. Classic winter fits, very big in size, and this is just design wise. I would definitely not do it. This shade or fade, I mean. Would definitely remove it. Also, this is very narrow to each other. Your width of your or your website is way wider. I think that you can just either add a little bit more, or you can. I think that you got these from Section Store. I think. If you didn't, then I think that there should be a setting where you can adjust the width. But yeah, definitely just make it a little bit wider, and definitely remove the fade. But it is a shoppable page, trusted by, that's good. This is a little bit strange, why you have it placed down here, not on the right side. This is also very big. Woman's apparel. Okay, alright. This looks clean. Yeah, the icon is just a little bit off from the others, but it's not that big of a deal. This is also good. Would definitely remove this one, and I would place this on the right side of the image. I wouldn't do it below it. On the mobile view, it's not a problem because it is already good. But I think that this is also a little bit just too random. A random collection of women only. Or you're focusing on women only, then I didn't really say anything, but then I wouldn't really say only women. I would then split it up again in certain things like this. Or I'm reading it not correctly and it has a certain reason why you placed it here, but I don't know if it's really something that is a benefit. But yeah, for the rest it looks good. Let me check your product page. Okay. Oh. Let me just go through it a little bit. Okay. Very big as well. Alright, and this as well. Okay, yeah. A couple things. Same thing that I said before as well. Test it out yourself, and I would definitely not place this in between here. What I would do is place this above your header, but then in a different way. Maybe not in the same. I think that this is Section Store as well. Place it above your header with just one review, and that is in general just talking about the clothes that you're selling. So this is something also well that is pretty general. Excellent purchase. The clothes are top quality, blah blah blah, and perfect. Actually, wait 1 second. No, it's good. and then the service is reliable and the shopping experience was quick and easy. Yeah, this is good. So this is something that you can definitely place above your title, but I wouldn't place this in between here. But if you have tested it out yourself and you say, hey, this is working really well for me, be my guest, of course, do it. But normally, typically, I don't advise people to do it. And I also don't really see people doing it that are doing good numbers. They either have just one review above the title or they place it down here, actually. This is all right. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, you can also just make it more into a sale announcement that we checked in the previous website. I think it was in this one. I mean, it's popular that always a lot of people are using it actually. Where did we see it? Yeah, something like this. I think that is just clean and calm and easy to read. Maybe this grabs a little bit more attention, but you can always test it out yourself as well. But the placements and the idea behind it is good, and I think that you have a clean look of your website. It's a little bit unique from others in small details, but yeah, I think that it's gonna be better if you place this one above the title, like I said before, and then maybe change this to a more calm section for people to read. As well, there's a lot of spacing in between here and between this. I will definitely remove or reduce it. I mean, then once again, you have centered, left aligned, centered, left aligned, centered. It's something that is just very odd for people to read. So I would definitely adjust it as well. Shipping information. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's good. 40-day money back guarantee, free shipping. I thought that only Netherlands and actually, but correct me if I'm wrong. If more countries than Netherlands and Belgium have 14-day money back guarantee. I thought that most of them had 30. Or people just do 30 because it looks better. Contact us, all right. Endless elegance. Yeah, I think that this section is just way too big for just a small message you're giving. I think that you can just crop this into a square more, or I don't know, either just add then more information about it, because now you have this big section for only 2 sentences basically. I think that this is nice though, that it looks trustworthy. There's a face on it, so people trust the social proof there is. So I think it is nice, but try to make it a little bit more narrow. Try to make it in a square. Add a little bit more sentences so it will look a little bit better. Let me check how it is on mobile view. Yeah, same here. I think still it is nicer to have this in a square. Okay. Yeah, I have good product images for this one. That's good. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so once again, this is placed way too high. I would definitely place this more down here. And FAQs is good to have. So I would then maybe place it down below the FAQ, and I cannot repeat myself many times, but I would always add those 3 guarantees. I mean, it's just a small thing that will always be helpful. The guarantees I always refer back to, with Icon Amsterdam has as well, like this. Then remove this one. This is good. Place this one then above the guarantees and below the FAQ. And then about our goals to offer the latest trends in clothing and supplies with a focus on trends, commenting, building, and social media. There has become a go-to for fashion. Free shipping. I never like or emojis. I find it very cheapy. So what I would do is either let it code in bullet points or make it different in bullet points itself. But I think the idea is good. So I would definitely keep this. but definitely remove this one and yeah, place this one more down. Let me check the card drawer. All right, good. Yeah, so only thing you could change and test out yourself is once again the timer and a trust badge or trust badges below your checkout, and or either trust pilot, but you don't have it, so then I would say trust badges. Here, I think that, yeah, here you have red, and here you have green for a color of price. So it's just a small detail again. And here you use green as well. So why would you use red then in the cart row? So just be consistent and use green as well. Checkout. Yeah, free shipping. Okay, great. Okay, let me check. Here you have green or black color and black outlines, but in the checkout you have green suddenly and green layout or outline. So I definitely would change that and be consistent in it. For the forest looks good. I think, like I also said to the actually, yeah, this would definitely adjust. And for the rest, I think it's more a structured thing that you can adjust. Again, this is all right for mobile view. Put it on the right side on desktop. Remove this. Yeah, and same thing. Yeah, this is just copy paste and place it on your product page as well. But for the rest, it looks good. All right. Yeah. So if you have any questions, you can let me know now. This is gonna be the end of the stream. Reviewed a couple stores. And yeah, feel free to ask me some questions before I end it. And I'm definitely gonna do this more often. So if I didn't review your website, don't hesitate or don't worry. I'm gonna review it anyway in any or live stream soon. So if you have any questions, let me know now. And otherwise, I'm gonna enjoy more work from the Discord. So I want you to thank you for that. No worries, no worries. It was my pleasure, 100%. I mean, I think that yeah, all the knowledge I still learn every day as well. So I'm not someone that am at the place wherein I can say that I know everything about the idea behind web shops, but I think that I come close, and I find it very nice to share this with you guys. And it's a small effort, and honestly, doing stuff like this, live streams, is just something I really like to do. So it's also something that I can just fill up my Saturday with, and you guys can learn from it. And like I said, I really like and enjoy it. So really appreciate you guys joining this live stream, and yeah, very grateful for having people actually that we can interact with and also help with, of course. So yeah, appreciate it very much. How much is the cost to costume the store? We have to look back at it. We'll list everything down what needs to be done. I think that when it comes to structures and just things that you already have but change a little bit, we're not going to charge a lot of money for it. I think that we're always, or I try to always be as transparent as I can with development prices. And if stuff are just easy to do, I mean, I'm not going to charge for it because I don't want to rip people off. And I have experience with developers that send quotes out for things that I think like, yeah, this is something that can be done within 10 minutes. And yeah, I hope that we try to be as transparent as we can when it comes to advice as well, and pricing for our service. But if you really want us to do stuff like this that I announced, I think 99% you can do yourself. But if you really want me to do it, you can create a ticket, list down things that you cannot do yourself. And if it's for me a small effort to just only send you a screenshot where to change it, so then I'll be more than happy to do it. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this stream. Thank you very much once again, and I'll be definitely going live anytime soon again, probably next Saturday, if not any day later. So I'll see you guys in another live stream, and otherwise in the Discord.